Okay, I started a new stream because I was getting major connection issues with my previous one. Hopefully this one works. I don't know what was going on before, and I don't know if this will fix it. But it was very distracting. And I won't know it's good until people start joining. Okay, check. And then a kill box, just a mate and 2. Black, I can have a discovery on his queen, which should be good enough. Well, we should look at a check. If he goes knight b8. Oh, I don't have queen c6. But I might have rook b2. He doesn't have a good check. So that seems good. Yeah, I hope I'm live. Same thing if king a7 or king b7. I think I just have rook b2 here. And it's still going. Well, we only have one square where we don't get captured. So I assume that's where we go. 33, I can take and then queen. So that's pretty, whoa, I'm in check. Okay, I can go king g8. Because there's no more checks there. That should be good. And then take and then queen. 34, we are white. Can I just, can I go rook b4? I don't know if I'm live. I'm going to check if I'm live again. Give me a second here. Stupid technical difficulties. Waiting for the ads to skip. Yeah, I'm live. Okay, so we'll wait to see if someone joins. Okay, yeah, we are white. So Bing. Now, if he takes, that might not be winning. My king is somewhat close, but even then, can he just go e2? Hello, Lyndon. Okay, somebody joined, so maybe my stream's working now. Oh, but now my clock is all messed up because I had to restart the stream. Yeah, so if we go rook b4, takes, I'm thinking just go e2. Technically, I have this, but I don't know if that's enough. Hello, Henry. I don't know if it's like rook b8. I'm not so sure about that. But then, yeah, no, rook b8, his king, his king can go king f4. You know, I come in here, and then I'm not sure about that. It's a little close, so I'm wondering if there's something much easier, but I don't know what else it would be. But this feels iffy. It feels like black might have a draw there, or worse. Please don't suggest moves, Henry. Chat is open. Okay, I told you twice yesterday. I know it's hard not to do it, but Please don't suggest anything. Because yeah, I can see chat. The thing is, if I don't go b7, I mean, sorry, if I don't go rook b4, so I can play b7, there's nothing that makes any sense. So I'm gonna play it. It's wrong. Oh, it is b7. I didn't. Why did I? Oh my god, that 100% is the answer. I don't know why I didn't think about that. But at least that makes sense now. Okay, have to start over. That's too bad. That was a good run. Okay. But yeah, don't suggest moves, please. It's not a hard ask. Okay, I am white. I'm moving up the board. Why is b7 correct? Because then you play rook b4. You go b7, he checks, then you go rook b4. And I think you save a tempo that way, because then if rook takes b7, and then if he pushes a pawn, we're already the rook. We don't have to spend another move. I think that's what it was. Okay, check. Mate in 2. Picks up a piece. A7. Yeah, because then I'm supporting the queening square after I take the bishop. Oh, I'm in check, so I can just take, and then he can't stop me. Can't stop the music. My coffee's getting cold. We are black. We take, we push, and we pin. We can win the exchange, but we're already down a whole piece here. So it doesn't, I don't like that. Because we're down a full piece. So the exchange, winning the exchange. Oh, I thought my queen moved like this. This makes sense then. I actually lost an over-the-board tournament game because I thought my opponent's queen moved differently. That was one of the worst losses, like one of the worst reasons for a loss. I just thought the diagonal worked differently. I can take and then rook a2. Actually, I've got mate here. Okay, his queen is not very helpful. So I have check, and then check, and then check. That's not really doing anything. I can probably just come in here then. I don't know, but that's got to be the move. Yeah, then it might be queen. It might be queen f2. Taking the pawn would repeat the position, which shouldn't be bad. Like, how could it be bad? Because I'm just repeating the position. I'm taking an h7 because I don't see the downside to this. And if this is wrong, shame on them. Okay. Because there's nothing to lose for taking on h7. Now, what's the difference with this pawn gone? I don't know what the difference is. So that's very strange. Yeah, so it goes here. Okay, so it's actually accepting 2 answers here because it does repeat. Very odd. So I was correct here. But you can go for the repeat. Okay, well, check. I'm winning the queen, right? So, oh no, wait, sorry. He can put the rook on c8. Then I have mate. Oh, it's not mate. Okay, so check, rook c8. And queen a7, king c. King c7. And then is this mate? No. Oh, how come I can't figure this out? Check. I mean, check. And then I think I go rook c1, the other rook c1. No, because he's on here. So then after, okay, so here, then maybe I go check. I don't know. I can't calculate this, but it looks good. But I should have actually calculated it properly, but I didn't. So if he goes here, yeah, it's check. And then there's multiple moves that are winning. Queen b6 just repeats, so it's actually queen a5. I mean, there's other moves that are winning as well. And then bishop, okay, and then bishop, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That was not well calculated by myself. Okay, so we have check. And that seems to lead nowhere. We have check, and then I can win his rook. So he has to go to g8. And then I can, so either way I'm winning the rook, I guess. 13. I can take on here twice. Okay, so he's got to move the king to e2. And then I can pick up the other rook, but he's already up a piece. That should still be good, but this pawn is dangerous as well. Yeah, takes. So I'm up the exchange there, but this pawn is dangerous, but his king is also a bit exposed. The alternative, I don't know. That's got to be the best I have here, though. I don't like this one, though. I don't like this puzzle because that's not a simple conversion there. This should be a mate in 3. Oh wait, no, he can go queen f6 here. So we just win the queen. We have a mate in 2. Hello, Mimsevich. Please let me know if my stream is working now. I had to restart it because I was having major connection issues. So let me know if it looks okay and everything. Okay, so if he takes here, we have mate. It looks fine now. Okay, thank you. What about this? Is the board kind of blurry? Is everything other than is the board? Is this stuff? I can't do the arrows. There. Does this look a little blurry? Because I have a way to make it look a little bit better, but then I have to enlarge like the visibility on my screen, which is not ideal. Okay, you see everything? Okay. I have a discovery on the queen. This should be fast enough. I have a check. But no good follow-up. Oh, then I can win its bishop. So we take here. We are black. So I can trade here, but then I'm still down material. So I start here. It says mate. 22. I have a discovery on his rook, which would put me up the exchange. So that's probably good enough. 23. There's a fork possibility here. Queen could be overloaded as well. I can take, and then there's a fork here. So that's looking good. 24, skewer. Oh, but it's not that simple, is it? Yeah. Okay, so check. He goes here, so takes. Yeah, I take here. These will self-protect, so this should work. Okay, 25. Take, and then we run the H pawn. Okay, check. If he goes here, I have rook d1. And I have bishop f1 against back ranks. So he needs to move. So I win the exchange here, I think. No, because my queen's hanging. So he needs to stay on the queen. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to. He can go anywhere. I can be up a pawn at the end, possibly. Because I just trade everything. Like takes. Oh, I can't take here, actually. It might not be that simple. Check. Oh, I do have maybe queen b2, king a8. And I could take here, but I'm not winning anything there. This one's hard. Check king b7. Okay, so check. And then check. Take, check, take. Yeah, I might be up a pawn, but then he's also hitting c2. I don't see this one fully. I'm going to be a little bit lazy on it, but it's one of those puzzles where it's like if it's not bishop d6, I don't see what it would be. Yeah, so this is a simple continuation. We just go rook here, and then we take the queen. I want to look at the other line, though. I want to look at king b7. Rook e7. This is not simple. This is underrated because you gotta look for weird moves like king b7. And yeah, this is not the simplest puzzle. And then you go here. Oh. Yeah. I don't like this one just because it's underrated. If you can, yeah. I only don't like it because it's underrated. It's not a bad puzzle, but it's not 1700. It ends too early and wine. Down a pawn. Chat is still pretty dead tonight. That's okay. I wish a lot of things. His queen. Okay, his knight might be trapped after b5. If b4 I have en passant, I can also just take his knight. I think his knight is simply trapped here. 28. We are white. We are white. I have a discovery, and then my a pawn can promote. Check, take. And he's close, but not fast enough. 29. We can win the bishop. He doesn't have good counterplay. Oh! I was not expecting a stupid move like this. That sucks. Oh, God. I obviously saw the right idea. I wasn't expecting them to just, oh, man. Kamikaze like that. So silly. So silly. Silly. Why? I guess king g4. Oh boy. It's gonna be one of those stupid knights. Whoa. They're getting trippy. That was tricky. Okay, this should win the queen. Win the knight. Let me think. I win a little bit of material here. Little bit. Chad is dead. Chad is dead. Chad is dead. I think this wins the bishop. Oh, I didn't even think he could take it. But yeah, this should still win the bishop. Check. 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 I don't know, but this can't be a bad first move. This can't be a bad second move. Possibly. I mean, possibly there's something better. So check, king h2. Check here. Yeah, that'll do it. I think it's bishop g1. Okay. What on earth is this? What the hell is this? You gotta be... Okay, I have a fork, I guess? I don't know about that. I win a pawn. Big whoop. Yeah, I don't understand that puzzle. I don't understand this one. Run. And I don't understand this one either. Check if it takes, I have rook e1. No, I don't. So check, take. Something's wrong. So check, and then okay, and then I have rook. The rook can go to e2 or e1. check. Check. I don't know. There's got to be something. There's got to be something here. C4 is mate. Man, the ones I got wrong today were so silly. It was like I saw, except, well, the first one I got wrong, but like the last one I got wrong, I was like at 37 or whatever, and the computer played a stupid move that I wasn't expecting. It just hung a piece just to delay mate, and I moved too quickly. That was frustrating. So equal material here. Queen h5 threatens mate. So that's good enough for me. I'm just taking. And my mate threat was renewed. And then hg. And then rook h7 or something. It's a lot of material though to invest. That's not even going to be mate. So like, how would I finish that? Like, would I give a direct check? I don't think so. Like, I don't know the continuation there. Maybe I can run the g-pawn, like takes, even check, and then g6. But then king f6. No, king f6, I'm winning the queen. So he's got to go here and then check. Yeah, something like that. I'll look at it with the engine after. Yeah, it ends too early because I think you have to see g6. Actually, rook h7 is winning, but I thought he can just like go here. Queen h5. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, I'm surprised that that's winning. But even without rook h7, I think we can just win the g-pawn. Okay, it's winning, but not easily winning. Queen h5 is better to keep control of f7. And then we go g6. So like he develops the knight, let's say, then g6. So yeah, okay, 30. Black. I feel like my fake coffee is not getting hot. Should be getting hot. I got it on the warmer. Can I just go f3? f3. And takes. $31. Oh, my ears are plugged a little bit. Okay, so what is going on? Can I go queen h7? I think I can. I didn't see that. So queen g5. And we're somehow surviving. I should have seen that queen move though. Okay, I have check. This is mate. 33. Strange. Okay, is this better than taking the bishop? Because if I take his bishop, they both seem good, but if I take the bishop, think he can just trade queens. Oh no, but if I take this way, he can trade queens this way. And if I take this way, he can just trade queens directly, and then I'm just down material there. Although if it's white's turn, then he's winning. If it's my turn, I take his rook. So let me see. Takes. Wait, but that should be good though for me. My idea is queen e4, but why would this not be good? Because I am on his rook. You know, I understand he can give me a check. But then after takes, I'm taking his rook here. So I'm confused why this is not good. If I take with a queen, then takes, and he can save his rook. So I understand that, but this looks good. And then, so can I refute bishop e4? I don't know, because that looks good as well. Maybe g5? Could that be a problem? Probably not. I just take here. So why is this not good? Because bishop f7 looks good. They can't both be good. Impossible. Bing, check. Right, take. It looks good to me. And then why would this not be good? I don't understand. I don't understand. They both look good. Find the best move for black. They both look good. But there can only be one. There can only be one move. Can I refute bishop e4? I don't see how. I have no clue. I have no clue here. This is bizarre. Wait, I'm miscalculating here. I'm down a piece, right? So one of those continuations is better than the other. So if I take on f7, then I am hitting his rook and queen. At this point, white is still up material because of all of his pawns. But I am attacking his queen, so he can then force the trade, right? Takes. In this scenario, white would have two minors and a million pawns against me being up the exchange. I'm not sure about that. white might have an edge there. Versus me going bishop e5. So again, I need to recognize that white's up a lot of material here. That's what I missed the first time around. He does need to move the queen. So he moves it somewhere, and then I take a rook. So at this point, I would be up the exchange for the pawn. So it's a similar. They're very similar. The difference is that, or one of the differences is that the queens are still on the board. Versus taking here, he can force this. Yeah, takes. It's so hard. Yeah, so in both scenarios, I win a rook. But if I go bishop f7, the queens are off. But there's got to be something else on top of that. It's got to be. It's got to be something I'm missing. No, he moves because he gets to move his queen somewhere. Is it possible that he can counter attack? Or maybe even go... No, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, if he could counter like here... I don't know. This is tripping me up 100%. Take, check, take. No, wait a second. I'm miscalculating. It's definitely bishop f7. Because I'm just up. I'm up a full rook. I miscalculated that. Takes. I'm up. I forgot about this bishop. I just miscalculated that. So I spent a long time on it, but better late than never. Okay, so I have check. And then there should be... Maybe there's not, because you can always go here. Okay, so it has to be this pawn so that we can mate this way. Otherwise, he can go rook f3. So it has to be c4 so we can go h3. Okay, 35. I think king g3. Or wait, no, can I push? Yeah, it's h7. He has no way to stop it. He can take, but then I just go king h3. So it's h7 and then king h3 and then we queen. 36. Rook f7 looks nice. I think he needs to move the king, otherwise my discovery is going to be pretty good. Although he's got this discovery here. No, I just take it. What am I talking about? So yeah, I'm liking rook f7. And then after king h8, do I take on g7? I think so. Okay, 37. I spent so long on that one puzzle, it was hard. Chat is still dead. Somebody say hi so I know, just so I know it's working. I don't need an audience, but I just want to know that it's actually working because I did get disconnected earlier and I had to restart it. What about Queen A8? Because how does he escape my wrath? G5, let's just say G6, same thing. I guess he's okay there? No, because I take, he has to take with the queen because I have a discovery. And then I have check. It's not mate, but I will win the queen. So it is queen A8. And then here I just take. Okay, 38. Chat is still dead. I don't know if I'm live. Should be though. Do I have G4? No, how about knight E5? If he takes on F4, then I have knight G5, I think. Okay, Larson says here, so it's working. So yeah, knight E4, queen F5, knight G5 looks good. I'm up a little bit of material there. What if he goes GF? Then I just take, should be good. I don't see what else he does because, okay, well, let's say he goes to E6, then I have knight G5 again. So this should be good here. And then knight G5. 39, we are white. We have a check. If he goes king H7, then we have nothing. Oh, it's taking here and then queen F8. Okay, queen F8 takes. And then I didn't see that, but rook F2 should be good. Because I don't see how else I'm defending. 40. Well, we've got to look at it. Rook G2, if he dodges. Queen H5, maybe. And then if he takes, yeah, I don't know about that. That might be too much. So let's threaten mate in 1. Because that's not simple for him to deal with. It might be queen G4 here. Right? If he goes G5, I'm just taking. But then he can move the knight. I mean, that's got to be good, though, but it's not so clear. Yeah, takes knight F6. I'll probably just take on H6. I mean, there's got to be a win there somewhere. And if G6, then I go bishop G6. Again, there's knight F6, and that one actually hurts more, but I have a double check, fortunately, so I can go here and then queen G8. I think it's queen G4. I'm not a million% sure, but yeah, and then take. Okay, last one. I sense a deflection in the force, so check, and then bishop F7. Look at that. It's F6 and then bishop F7. Oh, the last one. What did I miss? I should have verified. Oh, they're connected. Oh, I did that too quick. Well, it's got to start over. Oh, God. The pain. The pain. I might not get a game in tonight. That was the last one. Painful. I don't want to keep doing puzzles. Ain't nobody want that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm burned out now. I saw this D4 and I just got lazy. I guess I can just go give a check. Okay, so I can take that and then I can go here. Okay. Oh man, I was at 41. It's rough. Give me that, give me that. I can take here and then take on F2. Doesn't seem right. Oh, this is hanging? No? What am I doing? Go here. Okay, there should be winning a piece. Can't believe we got to start over. Check to get the king far. And then I push here. Push, get the king. Whoops, he gives me a free one. He being the computer. Oh man, I was at 41. Can start with a check. And not sure about that. I mean, I know I can take his knight. I understand this. But then he can go rook e1, so I feel like I should go here first. Just... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I burned all my energy, my mental energy. I've been doing this for, I don't know, an hour and a half maybe? Oh. I hate these where you have to think. Mate. This is never going to end. Oh, this is never going to end. The 41 hurt. And I had a 37 one, and that one was even worse, honestly. The 37. That was worse. Because of how I got it wrong. Bishop is overloaded. Discovery on the queen. Can I take here? Or a rook here? They both seem good. check. Oh, just check here. Do the fork. So check, take, check. Here. Isn't there a simpler way? Isn't there a simpler way? Okay, well, it lets me do it this way. I didn't have an answer for the other one, but I figured that there had to have been something. I just need to sever the connection. So this should be good. Okay, Queen H4. And then G3. I think I win the bishop at the least. G3. And I have mate in 2. Might be mate in 3. I can win a bishop here. Ooh, the most famous puzzle. The difference is my king is close. That's what. Otherwise, that's a very famous puzzle. Now, what if he goes H4? I can probably take. Still kind of closer, but okay. And his queen is nearly trapped. I could take it and then rook A5. 25. Check or check. Goes here. Okay, this is more forcing. Then I can win the bishop, but I'm down so much material. Oh, there's a fork here. Okay. 26. I have a lifeline. I'll have 2 minors for a rook. I hope that's good enough. It's got to be good enough. 27, 8 viewers now. Been doing this for like an hour and a half. This one looks tricky. How about pushing here, C4? Queen needs to move. So the queen, let's say, goes queen C3, and then I have a discovery. No, God, no, God. I mean, I wasn't sure. Wow, queen takes B6. Wow. Did not consider. Otherwise, my move works. Yeah, this makes sense. First here, so that queen B6 doesn't hang my rook. Oh boy. Here we go again. Here we go again. This might be a 2-hour. I don't know. I thought I was in check there, so I just moved. I'm gonna get the same one again. Hello, Sun Tzu. I could go here and then rook b8. Oh no, how do we survive this? Can I go to a3? Checkmate. Okay, I am flying through these. That's something good. But it also means I'm likely to make a mistake. So we give a check and then a... No, how do we do this? Let's look at this first, because I might be able to give another check. No. Okay, so we go look at this. Oh, how does this work? I take here first, then I'm up the exchange. It's a little iffy. Like, it still work at the end there, but it's winning. The queen's under attack. Oh, can I go check here? I don't have a follow-up. This is tricky. This is a tricky one. Hello, unpronounceable name. I don't know how to respond to that. Congrats, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say. This is a tricky one. Well, let's look at other forcing moves. I don't know. It's so hard because my queen is under attack. 1500. How is this rated 1500? This looks hard. Please don't suggest moves. Okay, what should I do here? Also, after that suggestion, we know who was lying. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I either need to threaten his queen or his king or move my queen. I might just be able to attack his knight. No, but then he's taking here. I don't know. This is really weird. It's such a weird puzzle. And by weird, I mean I'm confused. So I don't know what to do here. Please don't suggest moves. Please don't suggest moves, and please don't suggest bad moves. I don't know. Maybe queen d6. And let's just say he takes on c5. This is nothing. No, there's got to be something else here. I like this idea. No, I was right the first time. He can't go here. It's illegal. I was right the very first time. Oh my god. Oh, no, I wasn't. Blah, 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 blah. Check, eh? So how does this work? I don't know. My brain. Oh, we take with the queen and it's check. Whoops. Yeah, I don't know. I burned out. I've been doing puzzles for 2 hours. I'm burned out. Ooh, I think my king can stop them. What do you guys? You think I'll ever make it tonight? Place your votes. I have to. Oh, no pressure now. Where's the geometry? I guess it's just going to be, I'm just winning a piece here. Where's, I need more pieces. Give me some pieces. Check and then E7. Ooh. Fortunately, we just have mate. I think I can take and then take here. Ooh, I'm so angry and slowly in chess. I'm so angry and slowly. I'm only 21. I'm angry and slowly. One thing's for sure, I am dizzy. I'm always dizzy. Okay, this looks decent here. And then check. It's Vivek. And then I have this. Doesn't matter who's stronger. I think we know who the angry one is, though. I haven't even been cranky this stream, really. You should see me. Normally, I am cranky normally. I've definitely slowed down because I'm burned out now. 2 hours of puzzles. My brain has definitely slowed here. I think I can give a check and then rookie 6. Okay, so we have a check, and then check, and then mate. And we have check, and then not quite mate. How? Oh, this is mate. 7 of 9 is... Oh, it's not quite mate, but there's got to be something there. Check. Okay, I win the bishop. Is that enough? Could be, but this has to be the first move regardless. Now, do I want the free bishop? Or is there a mate? Because we're very close to one. I don't think there's a mate there. I'm going to take the bishop. Here we have check mate in 2. We are white. Well, I'll take that. And we have to take this one. And we have check. Where's the mate? Check. And then knight g4 wins the queen. I think that's the idea. And maybe rook h3. Do we have time? Queen h6, there's queen f6. So rook h3. Whoa, what's going on in chat? But yeah, earlier he was recommending hanging the queen. Whoops. Hit the wrong button. Okay, I'm going to time out this troll. Just a timeout. I'll give him a 10-minute timeout. Go to your room. Okay. Go to your room. You're in timeout. You can come back in 10 minutes when you've apologized to your sisters. Okay. Where was I? So rook h3, I'm thinking. Hello, Sin City. Oh, interesting timing. Sin City just came after... No. Okay. But yeah, Vivek's not here, but this Russian guy, or it could be Ukrainian, but... Okay, so anyways, rook h3. Even if I get that in there, what am I threatening? What am I threatening? I guess I'm threatening... Check. It's not... I'm not threatening anything. Oh no, then I'm threatening rook h8? No, not quite. I'm threatening to take f7. That's not much of a threat. I mean, I don't know. It feels like I'd like something stronger, but I don't see it. So rook h3. Can he go rook h4 here? I know I can take it and take, but technically it's equal material. I mean, it seems good for us, but is that... Feels like we should have more. Okay, I don't know. And then if he goes queen f8, yeah. What am I missing? I have to be missing something very obvious. I'm just so tired at this point. Rook h3, rook h4. I know I can take. I can always, I mean, I prefer white here, but it's, I don't see, like, this is 1500. It doesn't seem like a simple continuation. I'm going rook h3. This ends too early, I think. Takes. Yeah, I don't like this puzzle. This is a terrible puzzle. The continuation is not so simple, is it? Then he goes queen f8. Yeah, see, then this is not a simple continuation. What I mean is, for 1500, if this is like a game and you have, I don't know, 30 seconds left, this is not a simple conversion from here. So that's a downvote from me. Okay. Can I go here and then check, and then I win the queen? That looks good. Actually, it's mate too. Mate's even better. Well, this is forcing, so let's look at this, and then I win the queen. Okay, I can go here and then pin. I'll get the material back, and then I can keep the pressure. I attack the pin. Oh, here I just take it immediately. Congrats, Sin City. Big milestone. Just want to look at the check. Because why wouldn't I? I thought I had a rook. I thought I had a rook. Check. I really slowed down here. Check. And if he blocks, I don't know what. Hello, Mr. Valkyr. My brain has ceased to function. Why can't I solve this? Nobody give me any hints, but has anyone solved this one yet? I'm sure it's simple. It's only 1500. Oh, it's just bishop g3. Oh my god. It's just bishop g3. Yeah, my brain is my brain's gone. This should be a really weird mate. What a weird mate. That's such a weird mate, isn't it? The knight is suspicious. Can I go rook e5? And then I'll be up 100 pawns. Should be good. 26. I can remove the defender. Ooh, queen takes though. Queen takes. I threaten mate. He doesn't have time. Oh yeah, and then it shouldn't matter. Shouldn't matter how I take here. But he might have a pin or something. So we'll take with the queen. King looks suspicious. Oh yeah, look at this check here. Okay, 28. So right now we're down a pawn or something. So I think I can just take here. And then I win the bishop. 29. Takes. Doubles up. Then I have check. Get out of jail free card. I think I can take here. Okay, 31, getting somewhere. I can have a discovery. Do I take here first and then discovery? Probably. So takes, and then check. And I'm up to exchange. Okay, 32, 10 to go. Been here before though. There's F6. I almost want to take here. I know it doesn't work. Oh, I've got a knight. I've got a knight on a2. Could it be knight c3? And then I just take the queen. If knight g4. It's possible it's knight c3. I don't see how this would be bad. Yeah, I'm just taking here. 33. Our queen is under attack. We're under attack. Need more Vespine gas. So let's threaten mate in 1. That's usually a good idea. F6. And there's a lot of ways for him to defend, but this is a mate in 1 threat. So let's say F6. F6. And I don't know what I'm doing. Do I have knight g5 there? Could that be a move? Wow. Rook f7. Rook f7. Takes, queen h. What's going on there? I'm up material. I mean, that should be good. That's tricky though. 12 viewers now. Yeah, but it's possible after f6 I have knight g5, which is crazy. If knight f6, I can just take on f6 and same thing. I think it's here. I think it's knight g5. Wow. Equal material. Knight f6 potentially. He has to take. And then what? I mean, I have queen f6 there. Check GF. Queen f6 is the only move that makes sense to me. And then I have bishop h6 incoming. Which this might not be easy for him to solve. Let's say he goes knight bd7. Yeah, knight bd7. Might even have like queen c6. Bing bang, queen f6, queen c6. Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Anyone see this one yet? Oh, he doesn't have queen g5. He doesn't have queen g. I thought he had queen g5. So I might have queen g4. He doesn't have queen g5. So he has to go king h8. And then I don't know, bishop h6. Bishop h6, he has rook g8. Okay, so knight f6, gf, queen g4, king h8 is all forced. Wait a second. I might have a no. The queen has to move. I was thinking I might have a rook left before queen g4. So knight f6, gf. Yeah, queen f6 is still tempting because his king can't hide on h8. But then like knight bd7. I don't like. Okay, so knight f6, gf, queen g4, king h8. Yeah, knight f6, gf, queen g4, king h8. Bishop h6, rook g8. Oh, rook g8. I have like rook e8 ideas. So rook g8. I have bishop g7 and then rook e8. I have bishop g7, rook g7, rook e8. It's not over though. Then he has rook g8. Oh, that almost works though. So knight f6, gf, queen. Let me do it. Let me do it without the arrows. Knight f6, gf, queen g4, king h8, queen h6. Sorry. Bishop h6, rook g8, rook e8. No. Sorry. Bishop h6. So let me start over. Sorry. Knight f6, gf, queen g4, king h8. Who do we appreciate? So knight f6, gf, queen g4, king h8, bishop h6, rook g8, bishop g7. I wonder if I should go rook e8 first instead of before bishop g7. But let's say bishop g7 check. And then rook takes g7. Then rook e8 check. But then he has rook g8. No, he doesn't have rook g8. Yeah. That's it. That's a sequence. Knight f6, gf, queen g4, king h8, bishop h6, rook g8, bishop g7, rook g8, rook e8. I think that's it. I'm going to play it. And I'll look at the engine after. Yeah, so bishop h6, rook g8, check, take, and then rook e8. Yeah, it ends too early. You have to see this. You have to see bishop. Oh, but there's also rook takes. That's why it ends early. There's also rook queen g8. This is also winning. This is simpler. Everything's winning. So yeah, you could go here. I thought this might be winning too, but I looked at bishop g7. This is one move longer to me. I like that one. Okay, moving on. White. So first of all, we're down a piece, but we have 2 pawns for the piece, I think. Yeah, we have 2 pawns for the piece. Rook g4 is looking pretty damn good. Also, knight e6 might be a move. Oh, sorry, no, it isn't. But yeah, it might be rook g4 here. Rook g4. I don't know, because what is he going to do? It's got to be rook g4. You know, he takes, check, take. It's the material is still about equal there though. So it's a little, I don't know, it's a little scary. but we're already down a piece here. So equal would be good, but I don't know what it would be other than rook g4. I don't see how it could possibly be anything else. So I'm going to play rook g4. I just don't see how it could be anything else here. Okay, but I don't like this one because the continuation, is it that easy? I don't think it is. Oh, we win. No, I don't like this one. The continuation isn't basic. Okay, moving on. We are black. Rook e2 looks good. I'm very very tempted to. So he can't take with the king here. But if he just moves the king, and then I go here, I don't know. They both look good though. Rook e2. I'm getting hungry. Can he attack my queen? I think it might just be rook e2. Well, he does have a check, actually. So let's just look at that, because that could be... But I think we're safe. Yeah, the only other thing is bishop here first is kind of interesting. But he can take with the queen, and then he's threatening mate and stuff. I think it's just... Oh, but there's this check too to worry about. Okay, so let's just say rook e2, knight f6, I recapture. But he does take away my star piece. So rook e2, knight f6, knight f6, queen c3. I'm picking up a piece, but then I'm getting mated. Oh no, well, close to. I might be surviving there. Check. Yeah, that's actually getting pretty damn. Maybe I go king h8. It's getting very close, but I think I'm surviving there. Now, what's interesting is I only plan to take with the knight. So what if I took with the rook? Is there a difference? What's the difference? I want to take with the knight. It seems more natural to me. Because my knight can move elsewhere easily. But what's the difference of taking with the rook? What is the difference? That's the real question. There's a oh wait, there's this check too. Okay, so if I take with the knight, sorry, it's not check. What am I talking about? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Check. I go to h8. I don't like taking with the rook. It just feels wrong. But I need a more... I need a better answer than that. It just feels wrong, though. What's the difference? There's a difference, and I don't know what it is. Because it would really suck to get this wrong. For taking with the wrong. I don't know. My intuition says take with the knight. So I need to find a way to refute rook takes. Queen c3. Queen c3. Takes. Check. King h8. Then he comes in here. I come back. I mean, I don't know. I want to take this way, but it'd be good to be able to refute this better. Checks right away. King h8. Yeah. Oh, this might be the reason, because now rook g8 is a threat. Because he goes to h7. I can win the queen, but then it's mate here. Or is it mate? Check. Yeah, that's just mate. So I'm taking with the knight. I think that's why. I think it's because of rook g and then h2 could be a problem. So I'm taking with the knight. Yeah, and then it's still going on. Well, I'm just taking and then taking the bishop. I think we're surviving here. Okay, yeah. So let me look at the other one. I think it's because of what I said. So I think if I took this way, so it's the other move order. It's check first. We have to stop the pawn, and then this is the idea. And if we come back, then it's bishop d4 specifically. Or you can even sack here. Now that's insane, because the bishop can be moved. That's ridiculous. I would never have seen that. That's insanity. But even bishop d4 is hard to spot. But yeah, but it's more natural to take with the knight regardless. It doesn't really make sense to take with the rook. Okay, 37. I've been at this for over 2 hours now. There's bishop h6. How about check here? That's looking good. Check, and then bishop check, I think. But let's just look at queen h6. But then I think he's running. I'm not 100% sure. No, I think I'm going to go with the bishop h6. I mean, that should be good. If he goes to g8, I have mate in 2. And if he goes here, I have a discovery. So let's just say king h8. And then it should still be winning. And then just check. Yeah, this should be winning here. And then I say should. I didn't fully calculate it, but check, I think. Oh, no, check, right? Oh, shit. Check. If he goes to g8, then check here. And then, oh, God. Worst case scenario, I can pick up the knight, but how come I can't calculate a simple mate? Okay, so let's say check. Yeah, that's not good, right? No, okay, I don't, let's look at it this way. So check, king h8. How come I can't figure this out? This is just going to repeat. I might just pick, I don't think there's a mate. I think I'm just going to pick up some material here. I thought there'd be a mate 100%, but it might just be taking king g8 and then taking on e7 and then check here. I think it's just that. I can't believe there's not a mate. I can't believe there's not a mate here. But I think I'm just taking. Oh, maybe he takes with the queen. No, yeah, he's got to go here. So he's got to go here. And then, yeah, I'm taking. Oh, actually, he might have knight f6. No, knight f6. I'm still taking on f6. Yeah, I can't believe there's not a mate here. I can't believe there's not a mate. Yeah, I'm just taking the knight. Wow. I can't believe there's not a mate. White. Could it be this? No, it couldn't. What is this about? Could it be king going in here? He's going to give me a check. So he can never take this because it might be. I wonder if it's king f4. He can't take this because I just take. I mean, I just check. So it might be king f4, and then if he goes e2. No, e2 is a problem. Very interesting. I should like this one. I should like this one. This looks intriguing. Very interesting. This is very interesting. Oh, I'm getting cold here. This is a long stream. Let me get rid of this thing here. Okay. Very, very interesting. Does rook f8 do anything? I don't even know. It just... Oh, it's here. Maybe just rook rook g7. He takes. That doesn't work. He just takes it. I find this extremely interesting though. Yeah, so rook f8. He has to take on a7. Or could he go e2? Yeah, he can probably just go e2. I hope it's not a situation where I'm just trading pawns. You know, doing something like this and then takes and then takes. I don't think so though, because that should be equal. So I don't know why I keep looking at this, but I really have no clue. This is extremely interesting to me though. Find the best move for white. Really, I'm so perplexed. Because even if I had two free, like I don't even see a plan. Like there's no mate. Yeah, so I think I'm going back to my original plan here, where if black isn't threatening to promote, black doesn't really have any moves because I can just threaten to eat everything with my king. Because if he ever takes here, then I have rook h6, right? So it's really this pawn that is the biggest concern for me. So king f4, the only threat he has is e2, right? Again, if he takes, I can just give a check. You know, king g7, knight queen, takes, and I'm stopping that. So e2 is the only threat on the board here. If he takes here, I'm stopping the pawn. So e2 is the only thing I have to stop. If I can stop that, then I should be winning. So king f4. So I came out with a strategy. Now, let's just see. So if e2, I think I have to play rook e8, unless I can afford to let him queen, which I don't think I can. So king f4, e2 seems forced. And then I go rook e8. And then this is where it gets extremely confusing on how to win. Because if he takes on a7, right, I can take on e2. He takes on e6, and it's very close to a Philidor. It seems hard that we can win from there. You know, so I wonder if there's a different solution other than rook e8 here to e2, because again, that's my, after king f4, e2 is my biggest problem here. Another interesting move is f4. And then if e2, I can go king f2. Is interesting as well. This is really tricky. If king g6, he always has the same problem of not being able to take it. H6 is always going to be untouchable. Then I go king f3. And the moment the rook leaves the A file, I can promote. Here comes the dog. Decided to join me. Oh, I'm gonna go to bed there. Hi. Yeah, you get comfy. Yeah, you get comfy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it might be f4 is looking interesting. Hello, Gordon. Yeah, because like the moment he tries something like rook f2, then I'm promoting, and I'm threatening king f2 again. If he pushes, then I have, or I'm threatening king f3 rather, and if he pushes, then I have king f2. I think it's f4. Yeah, and then I go king f2. This is a really good puzzle. This is the best puzzle I've done tonight and in a long time. Oh, there was another good puzzle I did today, but this is very, I like this one. Okay. Black. Chaos. Can I take and then take? I mean, push and then take? Looks good to me. Although we are down a rook. So even if I win a rook, it's equal material. So I don't know about that. His bishop's a little bit in danger, but I think he can just go bishop f5. And I'm hitting f4, so he does have a couple of problems there. So it's possible it's just check, right? Like he moves, I take, and then he goes bishop f4. Wait, he might have check and then rook g3. Okay, so bing, bang, boom, check. Oh, he doesn't because I've got bishop h3. Yeah, so if he goes here, I can take. And then if bishop f4, actually he's queen's hanging too. So I think he's in trouble there. I guess he could trade queens and then bishop f4. Okay, so check, take, then bishop f4. I'm winning a pawn here though. Is that enough? I don't know. Rook and pawn ending, but he does have double pawns. I would be up a pawn. My king is better as well. So f4 is looking good. But let's look at, there's a lot of moves here. This one is looking good, but there might be much better. So there's check on e4. But I never have anything in these lines like, I'm liking f4 better than this. There's no continuation here. You know, yes, I get another pawn, but I'm just down a rook here. If I take on c3, same thing. I don't think I'm getting anything. You know, I'm down too much. So I think this is my best one, but I don't like this puzzle if this is the answer. Yeah, I don't like this one. And then I'm just going king takes. Yeah, okay. I was going to look at that one with the engine. I don't like that one though. I don't like that puzzle. Okay, 2 more to go. Long stream. Well, let's look at the most forcing move. He has one legal square from what I can ascertain. And where do we go from here? Argentina. Okay, so this is all forcing. And then what? I don't see a good follow-up there. But this has to be the idea though, right? Queen g5, king f8. Who do we appreciate? It's gotta be the right idea. Check. Actually, this check never made sense. He always had rook h7 anyway. I just don't see how it wouldn't be queen g4. I mean, queen g4 has to be the first move. It just has to be. If we go knight h7, there's rook h7. I'm just going to minimize chat here because I'm close to the end. So queen g4, king f8. I might have bishop h6 in some lines because if I go check, there's rook h8. And I don't know what else it could be. Oh, I'm really getting hungry. Plus our rook on a1's under attack. Didn't even see that. Check. Oh my god, could it be rook queen h6? Could it be here and then queen h6? I think it is. That's insane. I think it's queen h6 here. Wow. I'm going to open up chat on this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did see it. Okay, I did have chat minimized. Does anyone know, did the Russian guy say his answer? Well, he must have, because yeah, he said it after I was minimized, so okay. Okay, I'm gonna minimize chat and do another one. Whoops, I gotta finish it. Last one. I think I can go check and then take here. I think it's just f5. And then a deflection. f5 takes deflection. And I'm done. I'm going to open up chat. I'll get one wrong on purpose now. I am released. So that took over 2 hours. I don't know how long. 2 hours, 15 minutes or something. Okay, time for a game. After all of that. Got there in the end. Thank you, Gordon. 10-year-old account. Look at that. E4, F4. You guys pick. Quickly, though. I know there's a lag, but E4, F4. First answer is what I'm playing. Quick. Quick. You got 3 seconds. Oh, too late. I had 2 seconds left, so I went with E4. You guys were too slow. Wow, this is the Latvian, which is, it's actually, you need to respect this. This is, you can take either way. You can take either way. I believe. I used to take this way. I'm gonna go 95. This is Latvian is serious. Like, objectively, it's terrible, but it's really dangerous. And I'm trying to remember. I might just go knight f3, queen e2. it might be bad to try to hang on to it. I can't remember. I used to take this way, so this is like the second time I've played knight e5. Yeah, so knight f3 takes queen e2, and then I'll have to move the knight again. It might actually be knight c4 that I think about it. d4 is like the natural move to play, but it seems wrong. I guess I'll play d4, but I'm not certain. I have to review these lines, obviously. And then yeah, I'm actually going to c4 because it's just what I remember. But yeah, normally I go ef, but I think this is objectively better. Okay, so it's just important to respect this opening because it's serious. I'm going to castle queen side, so I'm going to go knight c3. I didn't even see what he played. Queen g6. Okay, so he's pinning this bishop. I have queen e2. He also has bishop g4 now. So I could actually go h3, which is weird. If he goes bishop g4, can I go f3? No. Okay, I'm going to go h3. This is, but then, okay, this, I don't know. Maybe it's queen h5, but I'm hoping I have bishop e2. Okay, so yeah, h3, I've kind of fallen behind in my development. I think I'm just going bishop e3 here. Bishop f4, but maybe bishop f4. There's knight h5. Should I go here? This is a little bit more ambitious. A little bit more ambitious, but it's also undefended. Yeah, I got to review these lines. The Latvian is serious. If you're not up, you know, if you haven't studied it in a while. So do I want queen e2 and then I might go g3 later? Because I am hitting e4, or else I can create this battery. Yeah, my rook can go to e1. So let's go here. Oh, he's got a free discovery. No, he doesn't. He's got knight h5, but I think I'm okay here. So now I castle. So knight h5. Okay, now he's attacking on the queen side. I'm going to run out of time here. I never even won a pawn, right? Because I never even took the pawn. Somehow. I don't even know how that happened. It was the Latvian gambit, but I didn't even win the pawn. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't play 95. I know that e takes is good, but I wanted to play this. Okay. So what do we do here? Is g4 a move? Okay, I don't know. It's going to be embarrassing losing to the Latvian, but I did respect it. Bishop g2, I think. F2 is a little weak. I gotta be careful about my queen getting overloaded on these two squares. Probably he should just keep attacking here. My knight's almost trapped. I think I blundered my knight. No, I've got one square to spare. But then I'm severing the connection here. So he can win a pawn. No, he doesn't win a pawn, but he can come in here. No, he can't. Yeah, I'm barely hanging on here. Barely hanging on. Oh boy. It's not looking great. So b4, can I go knight c d4, d5 rather? I don't know. I might be able to. I'm just barely hanging on. Yeah, and then I have to watch out for that. I don't know if I can recapture that later. Oh, there's bishop g5. Because takes. And then he can take here, and then he has bishop g5. You see how I saw that? I'm impressed. I'm impressed that I saw that. Bing, bang, bing. Rook takes. Oh no, I can take with the knight first. I think. Bing, bang, bing. Rook f4. Knight f4. Yeah, I think I'm barely hanging on there. Okay. Yeah, rook f4. I have knight f4, bishop g4, and then here I still might after queen h6. Though I think I'm dead. So he saw that. Oh, he missed it. He might have had rook f4, knight takes, bishop g4, and then queen h6, but he missed it. Okay, I should probably get out of this danger now because that's. Oh, I can also take here though. How greedy do I want to be? No, I have to get off. This is too dangerous. Too risky. And then now he goes a5. Yeah, I think he might have had rook f4 and then queen h6, bishop g4, then queen h6. Maybe I had a way to defend there, but okay. Now we have done a lot of damage control. I can maybe go after the e pawn. Which rook? The $1 million question. Really getting low on the clock here. He's playing well. Oh shit, my time. I think I want to protect this bishop. I'm just getting scared. Oh, he gets in here though. I don't know. Wow. Yeah, I knew the Latvian was. I gave it respect right out of the gate because people never play it, and you just forget theory. I don't know why I never won the pawn though. I should have just played with what I knew, which was e takes, but I went knight takes. Okay, so if he tries to hang on to it, I might just keep attacking the e pawn. Keep in mind, I'm also burned out from the 2.5 hours of puzzles. That was brutal. But yeah, I wonder if I can just go rook e2. I'll just pretend I can. Bishop b7. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to double up here. I played too many Najdorfs to be too concerned about his attack here. This could be concerning. 96. I think I have to go 93. Technically, I have c4 there. But no, at 93, I'm threatening a fork. He gets out of harm's way. Okay, I'm going to reroute the bishop. He only has one square, I think. So I'm not sure what he's thinking about here. He's got one square. And do I have bishop g6? No, he can take on e2. Okay, so he's hitting my knight. So let's Let's tuck back here. Really getting hungry. If he takes on e2, I think I have to take it with the rook because otherwise he's hitting e4. Okay, I can just go here. That was not even necessary. Oh well. It's simpler. It's got too much pressure. Am I threatening f4 now? It probably doesn't hurt. He needs to get his bishops active. Ooh, I've got a discovery on this knight, so I can almost take here. Okay, that was short-lived. That was very short-lived. Okay, f4. Oh, he moves the knight, and now this is under attack twice. But he doesn't have a great square for it. I guess he could go to a7. I'm going to have to go to e3. And it's awkward. Okay. Okay, I don't know. I'm running out of time. I don't really have any moves. This is stressful. There's too much going on. I'm gonna take this way, and then I don't know. I might. I don't know if I want this. This is very, very dangerous to play a3. I don't know about a3, but I have to make a decision. Yeah, this is very scary. Knight a7. Yeah, that one I will take because there was okay, and I can go here. Then he takes. I could take here first. This is going to be controversial. Okay, let's go here. 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock. I think he has to go to f7. I don't know what he's thinking about. Oh no, I guess he could go here too, but that's, I don't know. Probably f7 is best. Oh, he does go there. Okay, and then I think I could. Let's go here. This makes sense, right? So we do this. Okay, we should be better now, I feel. But we definitely pushed back, but we have no time on the clock. I'm going to go here and then here. Yeah. Okay, so, and then here. So he needs to trade my rooks. So he's going to go to e8, rook e8. Oh, he screwed up. I think he screwed up here. He should have went rook e8. Now he has to go rook g8. And can I go here now? He should have played rook d8. Or he should have traded off my rooks. Anyways, we're pushing back, but I have no time. I have no time. I have a minute and 30 seconds. What a turnaround though, seriously. Yeah, I wasn't overly concerned about his attack here just because of all my experience in Sicilians and Najdorfs. There's a lot of resources to defend. Okay. Am I pushing? Comes in here. I have a check. How do I win this? I don't know. Let's go there. I don't know. I just don't have time. I don't have time to think, but I don't know. Probably I should have taken on G7, but I don't know. I just don't have time. So he goes there. And... I don't know. I just don't have time. I just don't have time. Take on h3 maybe? I'm just trying to open up lines. My bishop isn't very helpful. Oh, I can go bishop h4. It would be somewhat helpful. It's not even that helpful. Okay. This? Yeah, I gained nothing out of this. I choked. I built up a good position. For sure. Like I came back. But I didn't have time. Here he pushes up. I don't know. I was thinking queen four. I just don't have time here. He plugs in. He plugs in. Then I don't know. Now he just takes here. Maybe I should have played here. Then I could have sacked here. Okay. Can I go here? 36 seconds. I really screwed up, hey? I just didn't know how to continue. Okay. I just didn't know how to continue. That doesn't even work. I just ran out of time. Oh, that's too bad. Yikes. What did I mean, it was really a time issue ultimately, but there had to have been a win there. Had to have been a win. Yeah, I was just winning here. Look at the graph. Oh man. I fought back really well. Was I even? Yeah, it was about equal at one point, and then I came back rolling. But I got down to a minute. Once I get down to a minute, I just can't think anymore. You know, it's just an age thing. So yeah, this was all good still. I just ran out of time. Best move was check and then queen g6 and then bringing out the pawns. I guess that makes sense. So I could have done that. This is still winning. My blunder was queen e3, and he found the best move, queen c8. Huh. He found the only non-losing move, queen c8, and then yeah, I just ran out of time here. So I was actually did fine up to the end. I just had to make a move before I flagged. Yeah, so the best move here was rook 7 e6, and what's the idea here? Yeah, that's a weird move. Let's just say he makes a random move. Takes, and then is this mate? Yeah, I'm not okay, and then there's a mate here. Okay, that's I'm not seeing that in 2 seconds. And then queen c4. The moves here are not obvious at all. I really just needed more time. Yeah, he found all the best moves here, like h5. But bishop g6 was not best. Yeah, I just played too slow. Where did I burn all my time? In the opening, yeah, because oh, I feel dirty to lose to that opening. Yeah, so again, so d4 was good, and knight c4 was good, knight c3. So I played it correctly, but I played it too slowly, and h3 was a little too slow. Knight e3 is best here. Kind of weird. Okay, I'll play another one. It's always the clock, eh? It's always the clock. 2188 opponent, 1 year old. Oh God, he was 2,300 last year. I think I'm too chicken. I'm too chicken. He was 2,300. I think I'm gonna opt out. Call me chicken. Because I am. Okay. 3 months old. I'm dodging this one too. Okay, there we go. 7-year-old account. D4 is better for my playing style. Are you sure? I was completely winning there. It wasn't a fault of the opening. Anyways, we have a Smith Mora. Yeah, I am more positional, but on the yeah, it's kind of funny because a lot of the openings I play are super sharp. Like I play the Nidorf and everything. My opening choices do not reflect my style. It's yeah, but it's too late. It's too late to change. I'm not switching to D4. Oh boy, yeah. So usually it's always good to take here, but it's a little more complicated because there's tricks from white here. Like there's knight b5 and stuff. I think we go bishop b7 here. And then I think this is correct. It might also be b4. This is a rare line though. Yeah, there might be b4 right away, but I'm going bishop b7. I don't know what Henry is. Henry this Russian guy? Is it the same person? Okay. I might just take and then queen e7 maybe. I think I need to take that. So I'm taking it. Really getting hungry. And then I think I'm going queen e7 here. Queen b6. Could be a thing. Maybe I go knight g e7 then. Knight g e7. Now he's on my d pawn. Maybe queen b8. Because queen e7, I don't love queen b6. I don't love that. Technically, I have bishop c6 there. What do I think about that? Bishop c6. I don't know about that. He can keep attacking it. I don't love that. So maybe queen b8. And then here, then I have queen a7. Yeah, possibly queen b8. It's kind of strange though. Kind of a strange move. Yeah, I feel weak from hunger, like my blood sugar. So it's almost 11 p.m. I last ate at around 1 p.m. So it has been like about 10 hours since I ate. So no wonder I'm hungry. Okay, so now this threat. I can still take. I should be fine. But okay, so maybe knight e7 so that I can castle, but I still can't castle there. So he's really being pretty annoying. I don't like that. I could go knight f6 and I'm threatening e4, but my king is getting stuck in the middle with you. Knight f6. Let's say rook fd1. I'm not even threatening it after all. Yeah, so how do I get out of this pickle? d6 maybe? He just attacked it again. I'd have to get in a very dangerous situation. Wow, he's doing well against me here. Maybe f6 actually. f6, king f7. f6 I like. f6 he can still go here, and then I can't go king f7. But I could go, yeah, and then I can't even go knight e7. f6, rook d1. Dog is being really weird. f6. f6, rook d1. I don't know. Maybe I have to bring the queen to c7. Or even to d8 so that I can then castle. But then there's pressure here again. I don't know. I'll go here, whatever. I don't know. Analysis paralysis. I burned so much time there. Knight c6. Then he can go here. Then I can challenge him. He goes here. I could challenge him. Maybe I do that. That could be an idea. I feel that's the wrong rook. Yeah, queen c4, and then I think I'm just going back and forth here. He's lower rated, but I burned so much time here. Oh wait, I can't go back because he's going to take on d7. So here, but then I can go rook d8. He can probably keep attacking me, but it is strange. Okay, we're doing this, and then I'm going rook d8. I could actually castle queenside, which would be interesting. Pretty suicidal, probably, though. Yeah, I think I'm just going rook d8, but I could castle queenside. Yeah, okay, right here. Yeah. Otherwise, yeah, it was a close call between this and castling queenside, but little too dangerous to castle queenside. I really have to eat it soon. Wow. So maybe queen b8. Could I take? And if he takes here, could I go knight e8 and castles? Take knight e8. because this is a problem. So I'm going 98 here, and then I'm castling. Two minutes. Okay. Here. You can take, but let's, I gotta do, oh, you can trade and then take here. Yeah, I don't like my options. I don't know. That might have been better, but I have a minute. I have a minute left here. Oh, I might lose all my games tonight. I won a pawn. I got a pawn. I got a pawn back. How Stella got her pawn back. But I need my time back. I need my time back. Check. I go back here. He goes here. Crap. Okay, he let me get that. This is going to be close. This is going to be close here. This is going to be very close, especially with the clock. He didn't play this so great, though. Ooh, boy. He's close there. Check. 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 Okay. Whew. He blew it. He played too quick. He was relying on the clock the whole game. So happy to take him down. Yeah, I knew that was a complicated line, but I know that I'm pretty sure that this is a bit unusual. This bishop f4 here. Congratulations on your win, Sin City. There's more consolidating ways to play, but I'm pretty sure objectively this is best, but as I say, this is annoying to play against because there's always like knight b5 and there's annoyances here. I wasn't sure about bishop b7. I thought possibly b4, possibly b4, but I wasn't 100% sure. And I don't know about taking because that ended up being quite annoying to deal with, but I figured I had to take. I wonder if I could have played. I was thinking, no, f5, no. Yeah, I wonder what would have been. Hello, Lewis. What would have been better? Maybe this was just too. Maybe the thing about Queen e7 is I wasn't sure what I was going to do against Queen b6. Maybe it would have been as simple as Rook b8. And maybe that was the better approach here. Yeah, that was probably better. I don't know. I got scared that he could do stuff here, but I don't know what he does. That was probably better. Queen b8 was tight. Yeah, it slowed me down too much. And then here I was debating, yeah, Rook d8 or castling queenside, but that's very scary. I might be able to hold this way, but it's hard to break out of this shell, or this prison. I wonder if I could have considered. No, never mind. Yeah, no, that was fine. And then I think he misplayed this a bit, and I wasn't sure what to do. There's technically you can try to hang on here, and maybe I can, but I'm never giving White any problems here. White has 0 problems after Bishop c8. But I think he misplayed this a little bit. First of all, he probably should just trade here or else get his rook to safety, but then I'm taking here. So he probably should have traded. Oh, I see. Either way, I'm getting the pawn back. So I guess he didn't really have an option. Yeah, and then black's just better here. So it's kind of funny. But he just played quickly. He never really thought about his moves, so I'm not surprised this happened. And yeah, we're better because we have the better pawns, and it's bishop against knight, pawns on both sides of the board. My king is also slightly better. And here he made a mistake. He should have went to d3. Because now my king gets super active, and I want a pawn. Should be winning for black, but he could have played this better, I think. Yeah, this is still really tricky because, like, for example, maybe he takes my bishop and then he plays f5, and I think he's getting a passer there. I take on b2, so it's going to be pretty close. He goes g5, a4, f6, takes. He's beating me to the punch. See, so even here, I think I might have messed up here, or I don't know. But I think he can just take. Maybe I should have brought the bishop back, but I think he can just take and then f5. Henry says h6. Yeah, maybe. He might have had h6. So h6. Yeah, then I'm probably winning there. Black is. But the point is, he had lots of time here, and he didn't even he had ways to create problems for me. Also, just f5 right away. And then maybe bring in the knight and sack a piece or something. He had ways to make this complicated, but yeah. So I just froze his pawns and then gained access to the b pawn, and then he grabbed my pawn. Even here, he should be trying to promote, but now it's too late because my bishop stops everything along this diagonal. But he should have used his time here. And then I was trying to find a way to just win the knight. Because normally you can just like check like this and then win the knight, but I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I had to give checkmate. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. But yeah, I got into problems out of the opening. So maybe queen e7 was better. Yeah, really getting hungry here. Not bad. Only one inaccuracy. Yeah, my Smith-Morra game is pretty good. Like my win rate, if you look here, against the Smith-Morra, is 52% against 38% loss rate. Thanks for the sub, Michael McKean. What's the name of the actor in Better Call Saul? You know, the brother of Saul's brother. What's his name? Wasn't his name like Michael McKean or something like that? Similar. But yeah, my win rate against the Smith-Morra is pretty good. I know the ideas pretty well. That's why earlier Henry, or was it Henry that said he said, oh my God, white position looks crazy strong. Maybe we shouldn't accept the pawn. Decline with the Alapin. No, the Smith-Morra, it's very aggressive and it can be dangerous, but for me, it's more like a blitz weapon. It's the same name. Okay, good. I'm happy I remembered that. It's strong, but like I don't know if it's like how well it would do over in a classical over the board time control. To me, it's more of a blitz weapon. Okay, so I'm mostly curious about like the queen e7. Yeah, so you can take and you cannot take, but I think this is slightly more accurate. And then I was considering b4 here. Good thing I didn't. I'm just losing after knight b5. Yeah, I did see this. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure though about this, but white's just winning here. Because how do we stop knight c7 or even bishop c7? There's no way to stop it. So we have to probably give up the exchange or something. Yeah, even giving up the exchange is still +5. Yeah, because like, how are we unraveling here? So it's a good thing I didn't play before. But there are some lines where you actually do that. That's why I considered it. So bishop b7. And then this is really where I'm curious. So we could have taken... There was also bishop e7, which I didn't even consider, but it makes perfect sense. Could we just go knight f6? We can go knight d5, and I can castle. Didn't even consider that. I considered knight e7, but that doesn't help me castle. Maybe, I guess, with g6 it does. So what's the eval here? It's probably not great, but it's still slightly better for black. I didn't even consider bishop e7, but this is actually fine, apparently, too. Bishop takes d6. And I guess queen b8 was not bad either. In hindsight, I was thinking, because this is what scared me, queen b6. And now knight d5 and white is better, close to +1. So instead of rook b8, then I considered bishop c6, but I didn't like it because I thought knight d4. I didn't like this. It's equal now. Yeah, I didn't like that. But the best move is well, again, queen b8 was not bad apparently, but knight f6. So I didn't know what the plan was here for black, other than queen e7. It seems like I'm just delaying the inevitable. So let's say rook fd1. So it wants to just keep the king in the center here. It wants to grab more material. That is surprising. Okay, what if he defends it here? Like what? Yeah, then it wants to go queen e7. So, Oh, wait, is the difference that I'm protecting? No, wait, so if he goes here now, what's the difference? Oh my god, the queen can laterally defend the bishop. We can play d6 now. And the queen defends the bishop. That's one difference. That's probably the main difference. Subtle. As opposed to queen e7 here, queen b6. And then d6. Well, this is similar, but now there's e5. So okay, so if I do it this way, and then e5. Wait, whose turn is it? Wait, how did that happen? How come it's my turn again? Okay, instead of here, what if he goes e5 now? Okay, I'll have to study this more on my own. This doesn't make any sense to me. Knight g8 and white is or black is much better now. I don't understand why. I don't want to bore you guys with this, so I'll study this more on my own. But yeah, there's some subtle. I mean, to be fair, queen b8 is not bad here, but knight f6 is better. Bishop b4 win. Oh, Sun Tzu, thank you for the, what is that, super chat? I appreciate it. By the way, I think that might be the very first super chat I've ever received. I've had memberships, and I think I've had super thanks to a video maybe, but I think this is the very first super chat in a live stream. So you get the honor of being the first in like 8 years of my stream. I appreciate it. You're new to my stream, right? Because I definitely don't remember your name. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I was looking at Henry wanted me to look at bishop b4. So e6 and then oh bishop b4 here. Yeah, I've never looked at that, but I've played a6 my whole life, so I know. I might as well stick with what I know, right? It's a 10 cent pawn difference, and I know a6, and I do well with it, so it doesn't make sense for me to change. I don't mind my lines here. Okay, getting back to the game. So again, my queen b8 was totally fine, but knight f6 I'll have to consider in the future. I just didn't know how I was, like, what the difference was. But yeah, for e5, I guess we just go knight g8. I don't really understand though, like, why this is worth the severe tempi loss. I don't really understand it. Because like I could just go knight e7 to begin with, right? So why do we want the pawn on e5? Normally you don't want the pawn on e5 because the other knight gets to go to e4. Yeah, my stream is much better than FIDE World Rapid. Yeah, so I'm just a little confused about why the computer prefers this. You know, does that make sense to you guys? Can you guys think of a logical explanation that this is a much better eval for black now? I understand we're hitting f3, but this is kind of weird to me. Maybe it's that we get access to f5 and e5. That could potentially be it, because the knight and bishop converge on f5 and e5 here. So it's an interesting subtlety. Anyways, I'll study that more on my own. I find it interesting though. And apparently I played this pretty well. Computer suggesting queen f4, which is pretty strange. And now it's saying queen c7. But yeah, I played okay here. Queen a7. It's saying queen d8. Yeah, it's a hard move to play. Or queen f4. Queen f4 is so strange to me. What's the idea of queen f4? Just to get the rook in. Okay, so let's just say he makes a random move. Rook c8. And then we just go bishop a8 maybe? No, then the queen back. Okay, it just wants some posturing around. You're trying to make a channel. Supposed to be mess up the screen capture. And took it down. 17,000. You forgot the period. It's 1.7K. Okay, sorry. Getting back. I'm really getting hungry here though. Yeah, so taking was fine. Often you can take. Sometimes this knight d5 works, but usually when it does, black has already screwed up. But yeah, I know he's going to get this knight back, but now my king finally gets to safety. So it's equal here. Queen b8 was the best move. And yeah, fortunately I get the pawn back. I didn't plan for that. It just happened to be that way. And it's equal now. I still think black is better though. This is easier for black to play. And it's hard to trust the computer eval here. And it does give black the edge. And what I mean by it's hard to trust is because it's assuming you play perfectly. This is easier for black to play for sure. We have the better king. And then his blunder, yep, just as I thought. Well, even no. Here I thought, because it's not too late for him to go to king d3. I thought this was his mistake. Yeah, because now king c5 is winning. So, but this is actually not winning either. This is losing, surprisingly. He had to go b4. Oh yeah, he can keep me out that way as well. Or king d4, yeah. Yeah, because if he goes here, I guess if he goes here, I have check, and then I can take it on g2. Oh, that's why I played b3. I understand now. I understand. So he had to give me that b pawn. Yeah, but that's why I say this is, so he's got to put all his pawns on dark squares so my bishop can't harass him, and then try to be tricky with his knight, I assume, but it does give black the edge here. So he probably should have went to d3 earlier. Okay, I'm going to play another one just because there are viewers, Hilum Mimzovic, and I got the super chat, but I am very hungry now. I am extremely hungry. Not hungry for a win, hungry for food. It's been about 11 hours since I ate. Okay, e4, f4. Let's go f4 here. Eat and play. Nobody wants that ASMR. Now let's see if he dodges. Okay, he doesn't. He plays the Sicilian. So the idea in the Raven's Bird is it's essentially like it's really like a reverse Nimzo. You want to double up these c-pawns. I was considering taking, okay, but that's what I wanted. He gave me everything I wanted. Well, not everything, but we get here with tempo now. And then if here we have a4. But I was hoping, that's why I didn't take on c6 unprovoked. I was hoping he would spend a move to play a6. Because he wasted a move kicking out our knight, because I was going to take the river anyways. That's what I wanted. I wanted to double up the pawns. Okay, here that doesn't change anything. Often you can put knight c3. There's tactics sometimes. Not in this case because of the a pawn. I'm not going to castle just because you usually delay castling in this bird setup. Sometimes you do castle queenside. You go queen e2, knight ge2, knight c3. Sometimes then you castle queenside. And Raven often just goes crazy with like g4 or rook g1. I don't know if I'm that crazy in this position because he does have these pawns pushed. So I don't know if I want to castle queenside. I think I'm going to castle kingside here. I will take this bishop if he tries to flee, but not before then because it's not going anywhere. These aren't doubled up, so I don't think I'm going to play c4. I think I'm going to play d3, and I will be taking on c6, so, and then queen c6, and then I'll put the other knight. I'll clone it. That's going to be my plan. So I'm going to go d3, knight bd2, knight f3, take on c6, and then knight e5. And that seems nice. So you would think e6 here. All right. I guess it's g6, maybe g6 as well. Although if you go to g6, I might be able to take on c6 immediately, and then take. Oh no, his queen could just go back and forth. So maybe g6 could be playable. What about knight? I might have knight g4 there. And that's getting hard for him to play bishop g7. That's kind of weird, eh? If we go g6, I might have knight g4. No, wait, no. He just goes bishop g7. Never mind, it doesn't work at all. Okay, so g6. Okay, this is, we love that. We love that. That's a huge positional weakness. I could even just go knight a3. Knight a3 does b4, but then I can take here again. I don't know if I want to go knight c4 because I do want to take this bishop eventually. So I might go... I'm kidding the candy store here. Queen e1 maybe? Queen here? Oh, there's this as well now, actually. Oh no, I have d3. Oh yeah, I don't know. So maybe queen e1. Wait, maybe I take here now. Because if he takes with the queen, I'm winning a pawn. And otherwise, if he doubles up, then I'm happy. So I'm gonna take that now, and then I'm just taking on d4. So he's got to take with a pawn, and then I'm gonna go. Yeah. So we create those weaknesses, and now I go knight a3, and we get this beautiful position here. So we created those Nimzo pawns. The bird is pretty freaking beautiful, I gotta say. Like you get these. Okay, so yeah, we're coming in here, and we're gonna win a pawn here. I mean, I know he's only 1900, so, but nobody knows how to play against a bird. Very few players have a plan against a bird, and if you debate that. If you don't agree, tell me. Like, do you know what to do against a bird? Do you have a plan against a bird? I don't think you do, because nobody does. Even grandmasters don't. So I think I'm just taking here now. With the pawn. There's knight d5. I don't know. I don't know if I want to take with a pawn or the knight. The From's Gambit, yeah, the From's Gambit, if it's not good. It's risky. It's dangerous, but it's objectively losing. Okay, so FE. And then I might just take here. I don't know. I'm going to take with a pawn. And then I'm going to go ED, erectile dysfunction. Oh, wait. I might actually go queen. There might be queen h5 or even queen f3 because I'm threatening mate, or not mate, but I'm threatening f7. Oh, no. Yeah, because that should. Okay, so if he goes here, which of these do we want? If I go queen h5, there's g6, which I don't love. So maybe I just go queen f3. Okay, he goes here. I can go e4. I could also just, I might just take on d4 here. I think I'm just taking on d4. Because it's a pawn. I have to be a little bit careful about this diagonal, the g1, a7 diagonal. There's nothing there, but just got to be aware of it. If for some reason he castles, which he doesn't. Okay, well, I might just go back to b2. Is that the best square for it? I don't know, but I am watching. I have a watchful eye over e5. He could castle now. I get queen g5 in. I still have to win the game. I'm only up. I mean, I'm up, what, 3 pawns? No, 2 pawns? I'm only up 2 pawns. So I shouldn't be overconfident, but I just got everything I wanted, so it feels nice. Yeah, so he could go bishop e7 or he could castle. I could give up a pawn. I could give up a pawn to trade bishops. I don't think that's worth it. He resigned. It's just too miserable. If you flip the board, it's just too miserable as black. He couldn't take it anymore. He should have played on though. I mean, resign earlier or keep playing. Because I'm completely winning, but it doesn't make sense to resign at this point. Maybe he had to go somewhere. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. That went pretty much perfect though. How are you following along with Stockfish? Just like on your local. Oh, look at that perfect play. I'm not surprised because he really gave me everything. The bird is the word. The bird is the word. So his first mistake was a6 because I want to take here anyways. Also, actually, his first mistake was knight c6. Second mistake was a6. And yeah, I didn't take right away because there's no rush. Computer's saying queen f3 is stronger, but it's like 20 cent pawn difference. I'm never playing queen f3 here. And then this was positionally terrible because I can always just put a knight on c4. I can also just take it, by removing the defender. Yeah, so this was good. I also could have taken first, the same thing. They transpose. Apparently queen e2 is good as well. I mean, everything is good. This can't not be good for white. It's already almost objectively winning. It's strategically winning. I'll say that. Strategically it's winning. Yeah. And he should have taken it with the queen and given this pawn up, apparently. Hard to do that though. Hard to just give up a pawn. So the computer suggests this for black. And black's king is still in the middle. How do I beat the reverse Catalan? Well, I'm still new to the bird, but reverse Catalan, can you be more specific? Like, what is it like? I know it's white. That would be what, like d4, c4, g3. So you're saying something like c5, d5, and b3. Yeah, that is a very good setup. Or g6. I mean, yeah, that's a very good setup. That's one of the best setups. There's a lot of good setups for black against the bird, but you can employ those setups and they're good. But what are you doing? Like, what's your plan on move 8 or 9? Like, the benefit of playing the bird is I get to play it on move 1. So I get to play it in literally 50% of my games. Whereas the actual stats are 1% of players play the bird. So as black, you're seeing it 0.5%, because it's played 1% of the times as white, and you only play black 50% of the time. So you're seeing it 0.5% of your games, but I'm playing it in 50% of my games if I play it every game. So so white gets so much more practice and experience, and that's the most important thing. As long as the eval isn't like -1.5 or something, if it's close to equal, if you are experienced with the ideas, it's infinitely more useful. Okay, anyways, getting back to the game. Yeah, it's already +3.5 here. It's just too many mistakes from black there. Guys, I'm going to end it there because I started the stream earlier and then there were technical issues and I had to restart it. So this is about a 3.5-hour stream, which is pretty long for me. I'm extremely hungry now, so I gotta eat. Thanks for the super chat, Sun Tzu, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Take it easy. Have a good night. See you next time.